Alright, I know I'm late to the party, but let's not make it any later and get straight into the breakdown of Euphoria.
Euphoria. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate? You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Alright, so basically, this song starts off with the sample from The Wiz. I think that's public knowledge at this point. Everyone knows that. It's like been around the internet at this point. But it's basically the line is that everything is reversed. Everything they say about me is true, and then it's followed by I am a phony. So what I think he's basically saying is that everything about Drake is fake. Drake's a phony. He's not real. He ain't keep it 100. Let's run that back because I want to go over everything. Those bars in there, everything this man is saying right now is insane. Let's just run that back real quick.
Euphoria. Realize I can only. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor.
Alright, the superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. Now, I think he's got double meanings here. He's talking about how J. Cole he shot at Kendrick, and these guys are like the big three, the superpowers of the rap game, compared to the superpowers of the P5 of the world, right? And basically, J. Cole launched at Kendrick, but he soon after, I think 2 days after that, he apologized for it. And what Kendrick's basically saying is that the superpowers are neutralizing themselves. They're stepping out of it. They're going backing away from their stance, is what he's trying to say. And at the same time, he's also talking about all the other big fish: Drake, Drake, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, and all the other big guys who are going at Drake, and how Drake's going at them, and how they're trying to kill each other off, is what he's saying. And he's just standing on the sidelines, watching all this happen, not really doing anything, not really playing a role right now. Although, quite hypocritically, he practically started the cascade. He practically brought that big gun and took that shot, which then quite literally domino affected everything else, and it all just came crashing down after that.
The we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate?
Alright, so calling back to the Degrassi era when Drake, basically where Drake blew up, as the limp kid who couldn't walk. So what he's saying here is that the guy that we once loved, he's now just this very paranoid dude who's, he doesn't know who to trust. And it makes sense considering how Drake's been backstabbed so often every now and then, and there's always something coming up that, oh, this guy went against Drake, that guy went against Drake, and whatnot. But he's calling him, like, he's basically saying that we love this dude, but he's lost his mind now. This guy used to be someone we love, but he ain't that guy no more. That's basically what he's saying.
You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist.
Alright, so what he's saying here is that quite simple, honestly. If you guys listen to Mr. Morale, then on that Kendrick basically talked about his infidelity and whatnot, right? So he's saying that Drake heard Mr. Morale, and now he's taking that conversation that Kendrick had on there, and he's spinning it in his benefit. And he's saying that Whitney was sleeping with his bodyguard and whatnot, but which Drake said on push-ups. Which, by the way, I'll do a separate video on that, but push-ups wasn't all there in my opinion. But anyways, so what he's saying here is that you're a manipulator. You're manipulating the words that came out of my mouth, and at the same time, he's also trying to manipulate the entire scenario. And how he's saying that Drake isn't really a straight guy. He's not a straightforward dude. He's always trying to play between the lines and get his way by hook or by crook, basically.
That you a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make me.
Now, over here, he's doing what Ross basically did, and Ross was calling Drake a white boy. And I feel like Kendrick's basically playing on and pushing that narrative and saying that you are not for our culture, you don't support our culture, because Tommy Hilfiger is basically more white oriented while FUBU is more black oriented, and basically saying that you're not supporting black companies, you're not supporting black business, you're going for the white business, you're supporting and pushing white business, whereas you should be, supporting your own culture. And he's basically pushing the Rick Ross narrative.
Music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time.
Now, this right here is interesting because obviously this song's been out, and this isn't my first listen, so I definitely know what shots he's gonna throw at Drake.
You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this.
All right, so quite simple. I make music that electrifies them. You make music that pacifies them. But at the same time, you make music for children. Your music is not for grown-ups, for intellectuals. It's for brain-dead people, for people who don't really, have much of a development in their brain. He's kind of calling Drake's music dumb, basically lame. And at the same time, he's saying that your music puts people to sleep, which I feel is also kind of a shot at academics, because academics was listening to CLB. I believe it was. I think it was Certified Lover Boy, which he was listening to, and he fell asleep on stream while listening to that. And academics has his role to play in this as well. So I feel like that's a shot at academics as well. And at the same time, I feel like that's also a triple, because he might be talking about how Drake's been accused of being a pedophile, because pacifiers are what babies have in their mouths, right? So he's saying that, you're making music for children, and at the same time he's pushing that the pedophile narrative.
That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But
by the way, hold on. He also says that, I can double down on that line, but I'm gonna spare you this time. Like, I'm going easy on you, just a random act of kindness, because I'm feeling merciful today. But if you really want to get into this shit, I can back that shit up. I will double down and I will give you the evidence that you think does not exist, is what he's trying to say. So I feel like Kendrick has some shit that he really wants to say, and he really wants to say it in the most artistic way that this man can say it.
Acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Alright, though. Nice little callback to the hard part 4, I believe. The don't tell no lies about me and I won't tell no truths about you. Love that line right there. It's such a simple line, but it's so heavy, because like he's calling Drake a liar, and at the same time he's basically saying that if you lie about me, like everything you're saying about me is a lie, but everything I'll say about you will be factual. So if you really want to lie about me, then expect shit of the same, basically the same level of horrendousness. But that will come from my point of view, but it will be true, and it will be about you. So if you really want to lie about me and paint a bad image about me, then I will paint a bad image about you with the truth. And that right there is such a simple line, but so hard.
Shoo! 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 Yeah, I'm out the way, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hell, okay.
Okay, hard. No cap. This man's got bars. Like, when people say Kendrick isn't good, I don't get it. Just listen to the song, man. Listen to this one song. He is topping shit right now. What he's saying is basically, man, I gotta run that back. Shit, what do you say?
I'm low, okay. Yeah, I'm out the way, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay.
So he's saying that, the reason that, because myself included, I was like, Kendrick's taking too long. He should have been ready. As soon as Drake dropped, he should have been ready to attack him right back. I was expecting that instant rebuttal, and Kendrick didn't drop for, I think it was 2 weeks or something like that. And what he's saying is that I'm out of the way. I'm not keeping up with you guys. So, and I'm living in my own world right now, and it's all remote. I'm not connected. I'm not tied in with everybody. I don't know what's happening. So when you did that, it took some time for that news to get to me. And that's a clever way of saying that when I say something and I do something, it reaches you instantly. But you're not as important as I am, and therefore, when you say something, it takes time to get to me. And therefore, that's why I haven't responded. And here it is. You wanted a response. Here it is. And I'm not scared of the Reaper. He's not scared of death. He's saying that I'm not scared of the Reaper, and I'm reaping what I sow. Okay, and I think that's like a double, because before this he's basically saying like he's on his own way, so he's reaping happiness in his life because he's not scared of death or anything. He's not worried about death, and he's been spending time with his family, so he's reaping the benefits of that. And at the same time, I feel like he's calling back to Like That, his verse on Like That with Future and Metro, where he says, where he basically sows the seed for the feud. Well, the seed had been sown since over a decade at this point, but the big shot which cascaded everything. And I feel like that's what he's calling back to. Like, I sowed that seed, and now there's beef, and I'm reaping it. And I'm not scared of it. I'm not scared of death. I'm ready to look you in the face and do this shit. I feel like that's exactly what he's saying.
Hellcat, made his own book, got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe K.
Oh, this line. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson in my house like I'm Joe, okay? Bruh. I think that's 3 meanings. That's a triple right there. Gotta be a triple, right? Now, the first one is the simple one. I got a Benjamin and Franklin. That's both presidents. Dead presidents whose faces are on money. So he's got money at his home, like he's Joe, the current president, Joe Biden. So he's got money. He's rich like the president, is what he's saying. At the same time, got a Benjamin and a Franklin in my house. Now, Benjamin and a Jackson in my house. My bad. I think I said Franklin. Like I'm Joe, okay? Now, Michael Jackson's pet rat, Benjamin. And then Jackson, Michael Jackson. Like I'm Joe Jackson, Jackson's father. He's calling Drake his son. And then the third one I think is J. Cole and Drake. J. Cole being Benjamin, because I believe on his song with Benny the Butcher, he called himself Benjamin Button. He said I'm the case of, I don't know. I remember I think he referred to himself as Benjamin Button, and Drake calls himself Michael Jackson. So what he's saying is that J. Cole and Drake are in my house, hip hop, rap. This is my house. You're in my house. You better be respectful, or I'll kick you out, is what he's trying to say. Beautiful lines. Simple. This man is got singular, double lines, such simple, small lines, and they hit so hard, so many different meanings, and they're throughout this song.
Hellcat, made his own boys in them types LA solo K. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway, and I might do it.
All right, everybody wanna be demon. What? Everybody wanna be demon till you get chipped like a throwaway. So, a throwaway, as in it's like a burner phone, but it's a burner gun, and it's got like the serial number and all scratched off it, so it can be traced. And so basically, he's saying that everyone wants to be that dude, that scary dude, until they get shot by a gun that's a throwaway. It's not even someone's personal gun. It's just a gun that they're gonna shoot and then throw away. There's no knowing whose gun it is. You're gonna get shot by a nobody, is what he's saying.
A show a day, once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever?
Bro, this shit right here, insane. So I believe he said, hold on, I'm gonna run that back, bro.
Demon till they get chipped by your throwaway, and I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you?
Bro, I might do a show a day, and then it's been I think 4 days of him dropping consecutively. He's giving us a show every day, and no one caught this. Obviously, no one knew. But now that it's been a few days and I'm late to the reaction, I can say that shit. That he's dropping us a show every day. He's giving us something every day. This man, basically, he's giving Drake his next step. Like, dude, I'm gonna do this, but Drake doesn't know that, because it's all coded into the song so well, you can't tell what means what and what exactly he's saying until it already happens. This man is playing chess in a checkers game. Love this. Then, hold on, what do you say after that?
Lame, always a lame.
Once a lame, always a lame, bro. So, show a day, calling back to Degrassi as well, which ties in the next line that you were once a lame. On Degrassi, he was a lame. He couldn't walk. He was handicapped in a wheelchair. And you're always going to be a lame. Your songs are still lame. Your bars are whack. Your raps are not it. You are not the shit. He's basically calling Drake out for not being good at hip hop. And bro, this insane. After that,
Oh, you thought the money, the power, and I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay.
All right. So you thought the money, the power, the fame. We say money, power, respect, the trifecta. Sorry. We say money, power, respect, the trifecta, right? He's saying money, power, and fame. So he's saying you ain't got respect, dude. You got fame, you got money, you got power. You ain't got respect. Nobody respects you. He's saying you thought that'd make you go away and make you better and make you put you on some other level and, you know, keep us away from you. But no, I'm still there to haunt you. I'm gonna haunt you regardless of how much money you have, how much fame you have, how much power you have. I'm always gonna be right there behind you, breathing down your neck. And that is haunting.
Nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap, but
so. Have you ever played? Have you ever? What's the rule? I think you put a finger down when you have done something, and you keep it up if you haven't, right? So he's playing Have You Ever with Drake. Like, have you ever really looked your enemy down with a poker face without giving anything away? Which, by the way, again, Kendrick's basically doing this. He's walking Drake down. He's breaking him down and not giving much away. He's got a poker face. We don't know what his next move is, which is probably hopefully going to be to drop another song again. But at the same time, that's exactly what he's doing. And then the second one refers to, I believe, Drake's case where he paid 500 off to somebody who I think accused him of sexual assault or harassment, something like that. I think it was I think it was sexual assault. But simple lines with deep meanings. Kendrick is killing this so far.
talk about guns, then somebody died. They turn our face. Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody died. They turn into nuns, then hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. They must.
Hold on, Kendrick. Come on, Kendrick, calm down. Right. So, hey, when a rapper talk about guns, so Drake's all about that mob violence, right? Like, shooting up people and whatnot. He's all about that gang life in his songs. But as soon as something happens, he's saying that, they hop online. They're like, oh, pray for my city. Shit's going down. What have we become? What have we turned into? I believe referring to that campaign, that gun campaign, that Drake spoke in. I think it was Canadian or something. I think it was I believe it was for Canada. And he's calling Drake out on, your lyrics do not match your actions. And he's basically calling him a hypocrite, saying that you do not live up to your word. You're not a man of your word. So he's also questioning, his word, his tongue. Like, what you say, does that really mean anything? Or are you just saying anything, just to say something, to make it sound nice on a song?
But I came out straight. I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody died. They turn into.
I love the flow switch is so smooth. I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody died. Beautiful little, like, choppy little nice flow, smooth as well.
Then hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son. The very first time I shot me a Drake.
Alright, hold on. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. Must have forgot what they done. So basically saying that, Drake was basically signed to Wayne, and Wayne is basically, Stone Cold. That dude is cold. And then you have Birdman in there as well, because Wayne was signed to Birdman. So what he's saying is that, this guy comes from people, like the people who were backing him are Stone Cold people. And he's a wannabe junior. He wants to be junior. He wants to be a killer, but he's a wannabe. He's not really a killer. This man does not have it in him. And they must have forgot, because they must forget what their legacy is to have somebody like him in their family, is what he's trying to say. And let it get shaky, like let the family ties get shaky. And then I'll park his son. They have dementia. Let it get shaky. Let the family ties get shaky. During I'll park his son sounds like Parkinson's. Very simple to catch. And during Parkinson's, there's nervous degeneration, which causes, your hands to get a little shaky right there. Not just your hands, your entire body to get a little shaky, basically. So, I'll park his son, and what I think that basically means is that he's also talking about, he'll say basically, I'll sit him down, I'll put him in place, I'll stop him where he's at, I'll stop Drake because Drake is the junior here. But then at the same time, I think that he's also saying that, his son Adonis, I'll park him, I'll take him to the park, I'll be his daddy, I'll be his father, I'll be the father figure that he's missing in his life because Drake is absent. I feel like that's a pretty good little double right there. Smooth as well.
The homie had told me to aim it this way. Hideki, killer, he wanna be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. Oh God, I'm ready to.
Hold on, Kendrick. I know. I wanna be there too. But hold on. So, first time I shot a gun, I missed. I wasn't holding it properly. But my homie, he guided me. He told me how to hold a gun, how to aim, how to shoot. So right now, if you want to play these games, I will shoot and I will hit you and kill you. So do not play with me, boy, is what he's saying. And this man has the lyrical intellect to make all this tie-in so smooth. Because everything he's saying from the beginning is going to tie in. And it's beautiful. This song has to be one of the best I've heard. Period. Or should I say, dot.
His son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay, there's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death.
Hold on. So, I let that play out a little bit. I was really
rather do that than let a Canadian.
Right. So he was talking about the ring, right? He's saying that I heard you had a ring. And we know that Drake is in possession of one of Pac's rings, which he got for around $1 million, right? He's saying I'd double that. I'd rather pay double the money for the ring than have you have it in possession, making Pac turn in grave. It belongs on the West Coast, so it should be with somebody like me who represents the West Coast rather than someone like you who's not even who's not even somebody who's true to himself, who's not real at all. So let alone, somebody who can represent our people. And at the same time, I feel he's also calling out Drake for the AI disrespect. I felt that was very disrespectful, the AI Tupac song. Because, if you respect somebody, you wouldn't use his voice. Especially somebody who's dead and someone who's gone, right? So, and even Snoop, I don't think Drake asked Snoop. Because, Snoop was surprised. I'm pretty sure I saw a video of Snoop on Insta where he was surprised. And he was like, oh, he's used my voice and all. And shit's getting real and all. So, I feel like if Drake really respected those guys who are legends, by the way, then, he wouldn't have done it. But, well, we have the AI song, which, got taken down because of the cease and desist that got sent to Drake.
Nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay, there's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage.
Ooh. So, don't get it twisted, as in don't play with me. What is it, the braids? Is it the braids, twisted like braids? Don't play with me. You do not want this shit. And then, what does he say after that?
Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay, there's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase.
Alright, so 3 goats, Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and I see 2 of them, Cole, Drake, on stage, and we've seen how Drake and Cole, up each other and they're hugging each other on stage and whatnot. And he's saying like us 3 are supposed to be the big 3, right? You guys say that we're the big 3, and we're supposed to be competitive rappers. So what's all this, lovey-dovey about? Where's that competitive bone where I'm better and you're not as good as me? And even if it's friendly, but it's there. Where is that? And then he says, I love him to death, but I'll explain that in 8 bars. So we'll be back in 8 bars.
Nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no selling. I got language barriers. There's no accent you can sell me.
Alright, hold up. Now, I feel like the 8 bars ties into the, I don't want to talk about no celly, the cell phone bars. And then prison bars, cellmate, celly, prison bars, another, I feel like a triple right there. So, sorry, double. Yeah, cell phone and yeah. So, double right there. And what he's saying is that, people called him like, yo, let's sort this shit out and whatnot. But he's saying, I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to talk on the mic. And I want to say this shit on a record rather than, sort shit on the phone. Like, you started this shit. Let's go all the way now. And at the same time, I don't want to talk about no celly. I don't want to talk about my cellmate. I don't want to snitch on my cellmate. I'm locked in. I'm keeping it 100. I'm a real dude. I'm a real nigga is what he's saying. I ain't playing these games. If you want to take my name, then be ready for the rebuttal. Don't call me up after and be like, yo, what up?
You're cold and I already know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melon. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that.
There it is. Hold on. I missed it.
Selly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and I already know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melon.
Alright, so I pray they're my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. YNW Melly song Murder on my mind. So if they're not my friends, then I've got murder on my mind. I'm willing to kill these dudes. But I really hope these guys are my friends, like they've been saying. We're the big three. We're the big three. So I really hope they're still my friends. I mean, yeah, I'm down for the competition. But you better stay true to the fact that you're my friends, because this is just a rap exhibition. And this is about lyrical ingeniousness, this is about lyrical skill, basically. Who has the best pen game. So don't get pissed off, after this stuff happens. Like, be my friend after that is what he's saying.
Like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Ooh. So you'd rather go at Pusha T again than come at me, because I'll eat you up. That guy, Pusha really ate you up. But I will cut you up and then eat you up. So do not play with me, because Pusha won that beef. That's public knowledge again. We all know that. I think everybody acknowledges Pusha won that. So Pusha won the beef you had against him. And I'm worse than him. I'm the big bro. So do not play that game with me, because it won't be you won't get let off as easy as you did with Pusha. Because I'll eat you up alive. Insane, man. Insane.
We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not a...
So, this is friendly, but he's again saying that this is friendly stuff. Keep it that way. Keep that same energy, that friendly exhibition energy, which goes back to, tied into what's it called, the Control verse he had with Big Sean, where he in the interviews after, he said, like, it's all friendly, it's like, I love these. In fact, even on the song, he said that I love these dudes to death, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Right, something like that. And he named Drake and Cole and some other, and ASAP Rocky and whatnot, right? Meek Mill, and most of them, took it as that friendly competition. Like, yeah, all right, it's friendly competition. This is hip hop. But Drake was the one who had a little bit of bone of contention there, and he's like, nah, what you mean? Like, if you're saying that, how are you gonna be cool with me the next day? Whereas Kendrick was true to his word. He said that it's all just a game, right? It's all just competitiveness in a game. So he's saying that, let's keep that competitive energy. And let's not get any personal, because if you want to go there, then we can go there, and I'm ready to go there, and I have shit on you, which will make you look so bad that Gunna's gonna look like a saint. And we all know about the Gunna snitching allegations and whatnot. So he's saying that we think Gunna snitching is bad, but we're gonna say that's good compared to what you've been doing, if I make your shit public knowledge.
About gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches.
I hate the way that you talk, the way that you walk. I hate the way that you shout out to DMX, rest in peace. And basically he's quoting DMX off the Breakfast Club, where DMX was saying that he doesn't really like Drake's style. He's not feeling it. And DMX is a legend. So what Kendrick is saying, that I am the same as these legends. It's not just me who doesn't feel you for, what you are. It's everybody. Nobody likes you. Even the legends. So I am the culture. When I say something, I'm speaking for everybody. And nobody likes you. Nobody thinks you're good. Including legends. And that's gonna hit heavy, right? Because Drake used to fight for his place. Drake had to really struggle to get his name there. Whereas when Kendrick came on, he was more accepted because of, you know, his lyrics and the way he rapped, his lyrical prowess and whatnot. But Drake had to work his way up. He actually did have to, well, not really, but you know, he had to start from the bottom, but not financially. He had to start from the bottom in the rap game is what he had to do. But Kendrick, you know, Kendrick was more widely accepted, so he's throwing that back. So you think you've been accepted, but you haven't. Even people who are big, who are legendary, who've been in this rap game, who are known for being good, do not like you. So if you think I'm invalid, what about this dude? And what about this dude? And what about this dude? And when he's taking names like DMX, he's basically setting Drake up, because if Drake says something about DMX, then obviously people are gonna, get offended by that, because DMX is somebody who many of us love. So if he says that, you know, I don't care what DMX says or something like that, then obviously he's gonna get backlash from that. So he can't say that. He can't really respond to that. He's in a bit of a what's it called, a rock and a hard place basically.
You fuckers, they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black...
Alright, hold on. So the women line, you know, I hate the women you fuck, because they think they're real women. So this basically is calling him out for the pedophile, because like the women you're screwing are not real women. They're girls. They're not women yet, and we hate that. So he's basically, you know, hinting at the pedophile allegations for Drake, right? Which I feel again goes back to the initial you make music that pacifies them. He's tying that in back here. So I love how he says something earlier on and then he'll bring it back around somewhere later in the song, and it'll tie in so smoothly if you think about it. And if you don't want to think about it, you don't want to use your brain, it'll still go smoothly because he's still saying that shit. You don't have to do all that work. It's still there at surface level. But if you're real hip hop and you want to dig, then he's got stuff for you to dig. This man's buried treasure all over the place. You just gotta dig. Love this.
Features till you finally feel that you're black enough. Don't notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies, I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like...
Hold on. What this boy is saying is, you're acting tough. We don't like that. You should not do rapping. You should not be hip hop. And what you should do is go singing, because that's when we enjoy you. Oh yeah, Drake's singing. We got another party song. Let's dance to it. When you start rapping, we cringing. We don't like it. And then he says that you're gonna make me bring Puff back, when Diddy was known as Puff. And the song where Diddy claimed that what's his face? Drake, he asked Drake to ghostwrite for it, and then he didn't want the song, but later when he asked Drake for it, he asked it back from Drake, then Drake kept it and released it as his own, and it became a very big hit. So Diddy was pissed by that, and then he slapped Drake as well. But his bodyguard, Chubbs, who Drake's always boasting about, like, you know, I got my people here, they'll beat the shit out you, and you know, I got my back covered, and Chubbs didn't do nothing. So he's saying like, I want to see what Chubbs gonna do. Chubbs ain't do nothing when Puff hit you. What about me? I'm gonna beat the shit out you. What's Chubbs gonna do? Chubbs ain't got shit to do. Man, this layers to this shit, man. This shit's layered like onions, as Shrek said, or cake, as I think Donkey said.
Like my last one, it's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that.
Hold on.
Many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough. I like Drake with the melodies, I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Didn't tell them where you get your abs from.
Honestly, I agree with Kendrick on this. Like, I don't think Drake has a single album which I would call classic. There are albums which have good songs. They're good albums, but I wouldn't say any of his albums are classic. Whereas, yes, Kendrick does have many classic. Now, yes, there's argument about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which I think is a good album. But he's definitely got way more classics than Drake. And he's saying that you don't have a single classic, so you cannot compare yourself to me. We are not the same, nigga. I'm different. I'm a different breed, is what he's saying. But check it, right? So he's saying let your core audience stomach that. So let your main audience, you know, digest that. Get what I'm saying? Like, let them sit with that for a moment and think about how you don't have any classic albums. At the same time, let your core, the core of the body is the stomach. Let the core audience stomach that, and then tell them tell them about the ab surgery. So Drake got ab surgery, right? So the core, the abs, everything's tying in. Beautiful, beautiful liners.
12 is a fast one. Last.
Hold on. Why
Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? A top dog. Who the
and the beat switch as well. So, what he's saying? Oh, come on, man! This guy is insane. Insane. What he's saying is that tell your audience about your abs, and then he goes in V12. It's a fast one. The V12 ab machine, which hits your stomach. The dot 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 dot, and then he say pop 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 pop. So it's punching you, right? And that's how the V12. It's a fast one, and then V12 car. I'm in my fast car, in my V12 engine car. I'm about to speed past you. There's no catching me. I'm way faster than you. I'm gonna get ahead of you like this. You cannot play with me. Again, talking his shit. And you headshot of the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk, boy. But anyways. Daft Punk, where's the helmet? So you better walk around with a helmet on, because you're not safe no more. And at the same time, I think this is a double too, because what he's saying is that you better walk around with a mask on, like a helmet on, because of the embarrassment that you're about to get because of this. So you're about to be embarrassed, so you better walk around with a mask of shame on. You better hide yourself. Insane, man. Please. And the beautiful beat switch. I'm gonna run this back.
My last one, it's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? A top dog. Who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk.
So, you're lame. Tying in the Degrassi, once a lame, always a lame. You're lame. You cannot be on my level. We are not the same. Do not mess with me. I don't care who you hang with. Yadi, you can hang with all of these new guys. But you will not have swag. You will not have that coolness to you. You will not be the shit. You will always be lame. You'll always be that corny dude. He's getting under his skin. He's really digging. He's saying you're trying to stay relevant, basically. You should have fell off a long time ago. But you keep getting with the youngsters, with the new guys, so that you keep relevant. You keep in the new playlists. He's really breaking it down right there.
With extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even
right here. Surprised you wanted that feature request. So apparently Drake reached out to Kendrick for a feature? On what song? Was it maybe FPS? Just saying. Sounds like it might have been FPS to me. Because if you think about it, Drake did definitely have that kind of slight attack. When you think about it now, there was a bit of an attack at Kendrick, right? And Michael nigga beat it. So he's telling Kendrick to beat it. Because maybe Kendrick said, no, I'm not going to get on the song with you. We're not going to do this together. So might have been FPS. I think it might have been FPS. It probably was FPS. Probably.
hate when you say the word nigga. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga.
Right there. The feature request, and then we have shit to address. We have history. So how do you expect us to just not be cool with each other, and then all of a sudden, for the fans and everybody's just gonna be so confusing? Like, we're just on a song together when we aren't even cool with each other. Like, that makes no sense. So we gotta work our shit out before we can actually go any further and make music together. So first we gotta sort our shit out. Talk it out, man to man, mano a mano.
But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but...
So what he's saying is that you just keep making me dance with my hand, like you keep making that club music with my hands up and I'm dancing. Then we're cool. I'm not gonna be a threat. But if you wanna, we wanna make music together, then we gotta talk about shit. We gotta clear the air. And he said some more shit. I'm gonna run that back real quick. Hold on.
I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy, ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success, everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be.
So even though we aren't on good terms, when you see success, I'm still happy for you. I'm like, yeah, dude, go get your bag, right? Go make your money. But we cannot be on the same song. We cannot be chill with each other until we talk it out. We gotta get our shit sorted before we can be chill with each other. You know what? That's basically what he's saying. Pretty simple.
No threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that's signed to a.
Alright, so basically he's calling Drake fruity. And I won't lie, Drake do be fruity. Drake's like the tutti frutti of people. But I don't know if you guys have seen that one boxing video where Drake's boxing with his trainer and he just looks so fruity. He's like, yo, 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 yo. It's like that. That shit is fruity as hell. What he's saying is, when you're with women, like when you're with Sexy Red, you see two bitches. And when you're with women, it's probably you don't like them because you got competition. The Brazilian butt lift shit, the BBL shit that, what was it? I think Ross was saying it, or who was it? I was either Future or Ross, right? About the BB, or was it The Weeknd? I think I'm gonna have to get back to that. But basically what he's saying is that, you're popping ass, you're twerking with the women too. You're one of them. You're one with the women. So how can you like or love women? You probably hate them because you see them as competition. You're trying to out sexy them is what he's trying to say.
Nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a like that record.
Hold on.
Stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women, it's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits, I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed.
Hold on. So, show me your splits. I'll make sure to double back with you. So, Drake was talking about Kendrick's money, right? How his money was being distributed, right? How he was earning, like how his money was being stolen from him and whatnot, right? So he's saying, why don't you show me your splits and I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you on that one. At the same time, before this, he's saying pop ass with him, and then he's saying do splits like the dance move split where you split, like you go down. So he's basically tying that in there. Why don't you do splits? Because Drake also had a line where if you do a split, then you'll rip your pants or something like that. So he's saying, why don't you do the splits then? You know what I mean? And again, addressing two things. Rebuttaling for the dance line, you'll rip your pants, and then also rebuttaling for the money split. Like, why are you talking about my money? Mind your own business. Why don't we talk about your money then?
Bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a like that record.
Hold up. Right. Now, initially, what was it? His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. That line? When I was talking about Birdman and shit, you were signed to a nigga who was signed to a nigga. So you was signed to Wayne, who was signed to Birdman, who was signed to somebody else. I believe it was UMG, Universal Music Group or something like that. I think that's what it was, right? So this makes me think that line that I was talking about, that basically ties back in here. So he's saying you were signed to this dude, who was signed to this dude, who was signed to this dude. And then, your daddy a killer, so Birdman and Wayne being the cold people. That's what I'm saying right there.
What, you ain't like that record? On percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a like that record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record.
Alright, so when I heard this song, I kind of hate I didn't record this shit, because if I said this, then it would have been, so much cooler. But when I heard him say, back to back, I like that record, I might get back to that for the record. So I felt like he was gonna drop more songs and go back to back just like Drake did. Drake drops 2 songs, so he's gonna drop 2 songs as well and go. He's giving us another one very soon. And well, turns out he gave us quite a lot, but that was just a cool little thing that I picked up on the spot, and I kind of regret not recording a reaction. And well, here we are. But well, But he says something else in there. Hold on. Oh, right, the cease and desist, right? So there was rumors about the cease and desist. I don't know if they've been confirmed or not, but because I haven't really been keeping up. But he's saying that you had a cease and desist on the Like That record. So what? You're trying to get it taken down because you don't like it. You don't like that. It's talking about you. You tried to take it down, and since that didn't work, here we are now. So cool stuff.
Signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a Like That record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit, I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that.
Right, so he sends the dirt line. You think that I'm really gonna pay people to dig dirt on you? Like, you think this is all I do? You think I ain't got nothing better to do than find information about you? You're nobody. I got a family to raise, man. I got kids to look after. But clearly, you know nothing about that. So, again, calling Drake out, attacking him from the Pusha T angle, where Pusha said that he was absent in his son's life, and he's saying that now that we know you have a son and he's at your home, but you still are not in his life. You're still an absent father, which ties into that initial line where he says, I'll park his son, which makes me think that, he's going to take care of his son now. Like, I think that's a very respectable thing to do. If someone else's father isn't there for them, he's fathering someone else's son. That's a big up. That's big shit. But Kendrick's really painting. He's mastered the art of war, man. This man knows what he's doing.
Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I back?
So, I found this interesting. Cause he's saying that, it's not a 20v1. Like Drake was saying, it's a 1v20. I'm the one and I gotta fight 20 of your people. And then he says, tell Beam to stand right with you. So he's dropping a name. Like, tell him to stand right with you. Like, when we come looking, do not make him hide. Do not make him run. Keep him right by you. Don't be flipping the shit and don't be tampering with the evidence. So keep it real. If you got Beam by your side, keep Beam by your side.
Battling ghosts or AI, nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny he was in a film called AI, and my 6th sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in the coughing.
Alright, so the ghost or an AI, basically not even putting Drake in the equation. Like, am I battling? It's either going to be ghostwriters or it's going to be AI written. Which one am I fighting? Is it the AI? Is it a computer? Or is it ghost? Because you're clearly not writing. That's basically what he's saying. Like, I'm not battling you. I'm battling other people. So who is it? Is it a computer? Or is it other ghosts? Like, is it people who aren't being credited? And then he ties that into the Joel Austin movie, the AI. And where I believe I don't remember. I haven't really, watched the movie. So I don't really know in a long time. So I don't really remember what happened. But, basically tying it into the movie called AI, in which Joel Austin was a part of it.
Yeah, Oaks in a film called AI, and my 6th sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in the coughing. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas.
OB-ho niggas is dick riders. OB-ho niggas is dick riders. So they're not keeping it real with you. They're just, whatever you say, they're like, yes, they're yes man in your life. They're not keeping it real. They're not telling you that this is what you should do and this is what you're doing wrong. They're just saying, oh yes, this is cool, this is cool. Whatever you say goes is what he's saying. And OB-ho, OB-ho.
Don't like the riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference.
So, what I noticed is niggas don't like the West Coast, but I'm fine with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. But what he's saying is, again, responding to the AI, Pac, and Snoop voices, which Drake used on that tailor-made freestyle. And he's saying that clearly these guys don't respect these names, these household names that practically every household knows. And he doesn't respect these names. And sure, I'm cool with it, but I'm going to do my thing now. Like, since you want to disrespect my people, I'll disrespect your people. I'll go after you now. Since you want to play this game, let's do it.
Don't speak speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family. I'm with it. We can be on the niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hog King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me you're cheesing, farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all.
Right, so he's basically, using a Toronto accent and calling Drake out. He's saying like, you don't want to do this. You speak on my family, there's gonna be blood. I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna cut you up. It's not gonna be all fun and games. You want to get serious? You want to get personal? We can make this personal. And he's using Drake's accent to say that I'll come to your home turf and do this. So don't play with my family. And he says Crody. So Drake had that video where, again, another fruity video where he says you gotta call his cat Crody in a very fruity way. And he's also practically calling him a pussy, basically. So, don't play with my family, pussy. Get it? Because Crody's the cat. So clever little doubles right there.
Niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. You're cheesing, farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas.
And right, on the camera, right? So I'm so real about this shit that if you want to go, I'm ready to go right here, right now with cameras on. I don't care what happens. I'm ready to fight you. So if you want to do this, let's do this right now.
Tell me you're cheesing, farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas. I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas. They punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't want to do.
Right. So he said, what did he say? Basically he's saying that screw everybody. I don't care about nobody but myself. But if you want to take my name, then we can do this. Let's get into it. But I don't care about all the other guys who you're tying me in when Drake says that, it's a 20v1. I don't care about these guys. Screw them too. But I'm going to eat you up now. I'm against you. It's you versus me. Or rather, me versus your 20 or 30 Ghost Riders. How many people you got? 20, right? 1v20. So 20 Ghost Riders, right? Or the AI, depending on who's writing the songs. So quite the interesting little song right there. Little line right there.
Y'all niggas, I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas. They punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do.
Ooh. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
Woo! So he's basically revoked Drake's nigga pass. He say you can't say this shit no more. You're not part of the culture. You're not one of us. Don't say that shit. If you don't own up to it, don't say it. So he's basically called Drake's credibility of being a black person. So Kendrick knows what he's doing. And this song has to be one of the best songs I've heard in my entire life. One of the best diss tracks and one of the best rap songs. Because of how layered it is. Almost every line has double meanings to it. He didn't waste a single line. Everything has meaning behind it. Everything is attacking Drake. Not a single thing's been wasted. Not a single word he said goes wasted. One of the most calculated, well-written songs I've ever heard. Well, that was Euphoria for you guys, and I'm gonna catch up. I know I'm lagging behind, but I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna do the other ones, and it's well, that's clearly not the time. It's around like 4 o'clock right now, 4 a.m., and I'm out here doing this shit in my car. So Kendrick's got me working overtime, but I'm happy. I'm enjoying this shit. It's been a long time since we've had good material in the rap game, and I'm loving everything that's coming out of it. In fact, dude, ever since I feel like this is gonna determine what happens now, right? Like whoever wins this, if Kendrick wins this, then it's gonna show that people are more towards lyrical rappers. And so the next generation of rappers will again gravitate toward lyricism rather than mumble shit, right? Like, come on, dude. Come on. I do not get this shit. How do people like this? I don't know. But to each their own, I guess. But if whatever the outcome of this, it will determine the next generation of rappers. It's going to determine how our new coming rappers are going to perform and what style they're going to adopt. So I'm really looking forward to, how this unveils and how everything goes on. And let's see what happens next. I mean, we've got a good bit of material which I have to react to as well. So it sucks to be late. I guess I feel the way what's his name, Crip feels, cause Crip's always late to the show, and I feel him. You're just so busy in life that you want to do it, but you don't got the time. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.